Hello everyone. Hey everyone. So today I'm doing a Q&A. Sorry, every time I say hello, my dogs think that somebody like walked in or something. So they start barking. If I say hi or hey everybody, they get excited. So today I'm going to be doing a Q&A. I asked y'all on Instagram to give me some questions, and the main reason I am doing this video is because we are actually doing a podcast with Saddlebox, and we did film it, but we had some microphone issues, so this is kind of me testing out a couple different things to try to get that right for next time. So, by the way, if you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram, because I post more on Instagram than on YouTube if you haven't noticed. But I'm trying to get back on YouTube, guys. I really am. Now I have this camera, I've got microphones and stuff, so now I'm going to really try instead of just having my phone. Y'all did good. I got a lot of questions. Okay, and I'm gonna try to say usernames, but guys, I'm severely dyslexic and I'm just terrible at reading in general, so don't come for me if I say your name wrong. The first question is asked by Hopi Horses 2. Favorite horse tack brand? Favorite tack brand. So I really like in terms of saddles, I really like Circle Y. I love my Paul Taylor saddle. Corriente, that's a really good option if you are on a budget. And of course, Double J. Like, come on. All my friends have Double J's. They make amazing saddles. But just like in general for tack, my student named Taylor makes really awesome tack. Shout out to you, Taylor. If you're watching, check her out. She's called Taylor's Tack on Instagram. I love her stuff, obviously. She makes some cool stuff. I also really like, I feel like I buy local a lot, or I do like custom tack, so it's kind of hard to say. I also buy a lot of tack on Amazon, because it's Amazon. Like, Amazon's awesome. So sorry if that's kind of a odd answer, but yeah. Danica asks, how old were you when you first started to ride, and what horse did you start off on? When I first started actually riding, I begged my parents for horseback riding lessons when I was like 5, because I had gone to like a pony party and I was just obsessed after that day that I saw these ponies at a pony party. So I started out doing hunter jumping lessons. Basically, I just learned like equitation and all that good stuff. The first horse I rode, his name was Stanley, and he was the best horse. He was a sorrel, probably a quarter horse, and he was just so good. He was amazing. So I'll never forget you, Stanley. Kexley asks, favorite bit to use on a barrel horse? So this is a very open-ended question, because just like people, horses are all different. You know, you see some people taking their horse in with gags, some just ride them in a snaffle, some do hackamores. So, I mean, really it depends on the horse. I've had a lot of horses that really love the Charmaine James hackamore. I love that hackamore too. And right now I currently have my 2 barrel horses in a junior cow horse with a dog bone twisted wire bit. So it's a super simple bit. I know it sounds complicated, but I'll insert a picture of it like here-ish. But it's super simple. I really like that it breaks into 2 pieces, and it's not just like breaking in 1 piece. So that's probably one of my favorites. Kael Donnelly asks, who was the most life-changing horse for you? If you guys follow me on Instagram and all that, you probably already know, but the most life-changing horse for me was my horse Allie. My grandparents, they really believed in me at a young age, and they purchased her for me for my 11th birthday, which I am eternally grateful for, because she literally started all of this for me. Allie just taught me so much about horses and about riding, about pressure and release, about training, just all kinds of stuff. And the things I was able to achieve with her were not necessarily show based. Like, I didn't like go to the big shows and win a bunch of stuff on her, but I achieved so much personally that it was amazing. I mean, granted, we did do some cool stuff, like we did flag entrances, bridal lists, and all that stuff, and we did a few shows here and there and did well, but I feel like my biggest accomplishments on her were just personal between her and I. So It's Casey asks, top 3 favorite famous studs. Okay, that's a tough one because I like a lot of different stallions who are bred for different disciplines. I think for barrels, I'm gonna have to go with a classic, a game-changing stallion who just completely changed the industry. Is Frenchman's Guy, of course, love him. And you know what, for reining, I won't say like a game-changing stallion necessarily, like industry-changing. I mean, if I did, I would say Gunner, but I will say I really like the stallion Inferno 66 at the moment. Love him. He's really cool. Of course, cannot leave this guy out. Stetson's dad, a double shot of Jack. He was just an obvious pick for Allie. They just cross so well together, and just their builds go perfectly. They complement each other so well, and it's obvious that they were a good match with how Stetson is. So Robin.Schwanky asks, where in your opinion can I get a decent price thing of main detangler, or is a DIY better? I haven't done a whole lot of DIY main detanglers, but I will say mane and tail makes a pretty decent one. It's just a spray, but my all-time favorite one is it's a bit more pricey, but Cowboy Magic. Oh my gosh, I use Cowboy Magic on my poodles and my horses, and it is amazing. Like, the things that detangler can do is just incredible. So it's a little more pricey, but it is completely worth it. Jorvik Rangers asks, on average, how long does it take you to fully train a horse? So it really depends on the horse. Like, I've had horses come in for training with me that I was able to accomplish so much within 60 days. Like, I'll use an example. I had a Dale's pony named Medora come in for training, and she already had like the best foundation, the best everything, and she came in and just learned so quickly that by the end of the 60 days I was riding her around bridleless. Like, she was so good. On the other end, I had a Mustang come in for training who was with a previous trainer before, that took, I think it took at least 3 or 4 months before I was like sitting on her, and then an additional like 5 or 6 months until she was ready to like actually go home. And we had a lot of setbacks. Just a lot of things happened with that horse, and she had been through a lot already, but thankfully her owners believed in me, they trusted the process, and now she is amazing. Like, I go see that horse and I'm just like, wow. It's crazy how, you know, the transformation that she had made from when she showed up here. So, yeah, to answer your question, it really just depends on the horse. And by no means was Medora fully trained after 60 days, but it just shows how some can progress quicker and how some just need a little more time. RXSM Hood asks, how old does your colt have to be taken away from its mother? So some people do weaning a bit differently. Like for Stetson and Allie, I'm doing standard 5 months, but I know of some people on Instagram that have done shorter times. So again, it's going to be something that you need to talk with your veterinarian with about if there's a special circumstance where they need to be, you know, pulled earlier, or if they need to stay on longer. That's something to discuss with your vet. So I'm not going to tell like I'm not going to tell everybody you need to do 5 months, but that's just kind of what was standardly recommended to me. But again, always consult your veterinarian because some horses need different things. Like everything with horses. Okay, so someone asked, any idea why it took so long for Allie to foal? So if you didn't follow along on TikTok or Instagram, Allie took, I think it was like 373 or 4 days until Stetson came. So it wasn't really anything out of the ordinary. Some people say that colts take longer, like they cook longer than fillies, but it wasn't really concerning to the veterinarians. It's just something that can happen with foals and mares and whatnot. So there's really not an explanation for it because in a sense it was normal. Stetson was pretty small when he came out, I will say that, but he took his time, and when it was time, it was time. So that's that. Someone asked, do you have any recommendations for young trainers? So technically I'm still a young trainer. I'm 23, and I've only been training for the public for five years now, I think, 4 or 5 years. So, you know, I don't know everything. I don't think anybody knows everything, but from my experience, learn as much as you can in as many different settings and scenarios as you can, and again, don't turn your nose up at something that you don't know much about. Always try to, you know, learn about everything, because the thing with being a really good horse trainer is taking bits and pieces here and there that you think are the absolute best and applying them to your horses. So, and also, very importantly, knowing many different ways to do the same thing is super important, because not everything works on one horse, right? So all horses are different, and one training method that works really well for one group set of horses may not work well for this one horse out here, this outcast, okay? So that's why it's really important to learn just all kinds of different methods and ways, and from many different people. Getting a mentor was really, really helpful for me, and it really paved the way to like why I train specific things and who I am as a trainer today. So if you can get a mentor, I know it can be really difficult to do, but if you can, I highly recommend doing that. But I cannot say this username for the life of me, so somebody asked, what do you have your degree in, and do you feel like it helps with horses? It got cut off, but I assume it says horses. My degree is in business management. I didn't really have any desire to go to college, but it was something that was really important to my parents, so I went ahead and went, and I'm really glad that I went, because I learned a lot of things that can be applied to my everyday life and just functioning as my own business, and just being out on my own and working for myself as a horse trainer, and also marketing myself on social media. So that's what my degree was in, but there are many other equine related degrees that are actually like, you know, agricultural studies and things like that. I just got mine in business management because it was something I was kind of good at, and it made sense to me. So again, you don't even have to go to college to be an equine professional, but it did really make a difference for me, and I am really glad that I did. Alright you guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I really hope the microphone worked the whole time, because if it didn't, then nobody's going to see this video. But if it did, then you will see it, of course. Thank you guys for watching, and hopefully this is the start to many, many more videos. So comment if there's something you want to see, like I can do vlogs. I mean, I can try to do vlogs. I'm not really good at remembering to always film, but I do have a GoPro and things like that. So if there's anything specific that, you know, you would like to see, like I guess I could do a vlog at a barrel race or something like that, or, you know, taking a ride on a reiner, I could do that kind of vlog. So if there's anything that y'all would like to see, please let me know, and thank you for watching. If you watched this whole video, I don't know if it's going to be entertaining or boring, so thank you for watching.